Okay, so today we're going to finish up this Scout. Maybe. We might not finish it, but we're going to do some more work on it. This is a little painting inspired by a little painter girl. She likes Scouts, so we paint stuff for each other now and again. So I thought I'd do something for her. So let's start off with got a bunch of detail work. We got a couple corrections to make too, so we'll do that today. At least get all that done. Hopefully. All right, so we're going to pick up some phthalo blue. Probably puddle painting quite a bit today. And some burnt umber. And then let's pick up some titanium white and see how that kind of comes out. Yeah, that looks pretty good for what I want. All right. So this canvas, the paint has all dried, and I have put another coat of liquid clear on it to allow me to paint across it. And blend the paints that I have. So now I want to do some on the interior, and on the interior, this part of the window needs to be corrected. Okay, and that's right. And then this this inside part also. And then let's add a little darkness to that to do this part down here. Now we will have to let that dry, maybe, because we're doing the interior part, and then the seats are lighter still. So we're taking a little bit of paint off of the puddle paint part, and we're gonna just okay. All right, so I missed a spot with this other darker color. We'll go back and get that in a second. All right. Okay. I'm prepared today. I have another brand new roll of paper towels. So right, I missed this part right here. Okay. Now, this is all looking through two windows. So I'll have to come back and fix that later as it dries. Okay. I'm just picking this paint back up with the brush instead of painting another line back in here. I will paint another line back in here before I'm done, but instead of using a Q-tip, I'm just picking it up with that sharp edge of that brush. All right. Now I need a little bit more darker colors here. And I will be using ivory black for this because that is the color that is on the thing, on the reference photo. So let's do it. All right, so we'll sharpen this flat. We'll just keep using this flat for as long as we can. Move this dude over here to allow me to get my hand up in here. Okay, and then we've got right along this inside. Let's pick up some more paint, just in case. We've got a rubber gasket that runs down this side of this window, across this way like that, and then it doesn't come across that part because it's actually the open window part. All right, so now we've got on the inside of the truck. A lot of this color is the same. So let's just clean this brush, get that black back off for now. We'll come back and pick it up in a second. We want to continue to use this color with a little more white in it to color in all of this back here. Okay, let's see another piece I missed. So we'll do that in a second. So if you're wondering about the lawnmower in the background, my neighbor gets their grass cut same day, every Friday. Okay. Now inside, we have a little bit of a bluish gray window that runs from here. The blade's not, this brush is not down too sharp yet. Ooh, it's not sharp at all, as a matter of fact. There we go. What is it? All right, there we go. I'm just going to wipe this out with a brush and just going to come back to the same color. A little bit more gray in it. And now this one on this side, this grommet is a little darker, like that. All right, and then we're going to hold to that color going across for this part. And then we're going to go a bit more of a bluish brown across this part. And then the same up here. And then maybe even more so. Okay. Let's clean this brush up. I'm going to switch to something a little more fine, I think, maybe. I'm going to go to this flat, this extra sharp flat. This extra sharp flat. That sounds kind of weird if you're a music person. All right, so don't mind my extra sharp flat if you are a music person. Okay, so I got this like super sharp. So I'm kind of just fading these lines in. I don't want them to be really sharp. As far as color, kind of blending them is a push. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does or not, but it does to me. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do though. I'll turn this sideways so I can work it. I'll be so glad when I get my arm fixed. But nobody's interested in fixing it as long as there's this virus nonsense going on. All right, there we go. Now, okay. Let's clean that, and then let's switch back. Let's switch to another brush. I'll come back and work on that a little bit more in a little bit. I'm going to switch to this brush. And we've got some of this bluish gray that we put up together. So if you watch the first part of this, you saw me add the rust colors right at the end last time. And now we're just kind of glazing those a little bit. Okay. This one, this part of the window. Maybe a little dark lighter than this color part. And then we have a definite dividing line, but I don't know how. There we go. All right. Let's close this door up around that window. And then we want some of that same color back here. All right, we're going to have to mix a little bit more of this color. So we got phthalo blue and some burnt umber, maybe a little bit more burnt umber, some titanium white. Okay, then we're going to pull that off to the side and add a little bit more titanium white, and then pull it off the side one more time and make a little bit more titanium white just to create the highlights. All right, let's start to put a little bit of highlighting on here. So I'm really not waiting for this to dry. We're just kind of petting it using our wet on wet techniques and applying it all around, on around. Okay, let's apply some of the same blue to some different spots, like right along this door and right along in here. Around that door handle a little bit. We'll wipe the paint out of the brush and then come back and just blend it a little bit. All right. We can use some of the mid-tone right along in here. Some of that darker color this way. Okay. All right. Now back with this brown, this lighter colored brown. It's almost completely white. And get some of that around here. We're being fairly loose with this because it's all up in here. All right. And of course right there it's getting caught in the shadow, and that's why it's kind of like that, so it's okay. And we need some of this little bit darker brown in here. Give us a little bit of shadow. All right, now the grill is going to be a bit of a pain, but we're going to do the best we can. So let's paint. Let's start off with the fine line, which is really okay. And then I'll switch brushes here for a second and go with this really fine, teeny little brush. We'll see how this works. So let's have This is really more little painter girl's forte than mine. All of this fine line stuff. But anyway, I hope she likes it. Okay, now I need a little bit of a lift of paint right here on this edge. A little too loose right there. That's okay. We'll clean it up. All right. Okay, now we got some highlights. Well, wait a minute. Do we? All right, let's do this first. Let's finish this first. Let's finish this part first. Take a moment to clean the paint off my hands because I have a bunch of it on my fingers. So what are you guys thinking? How's it looking so far? All right. So this is going to have this bluish color right there, and then some more of it over here. And then just straight white here in the middle. And there. And then that highlight right here, like that. All right. We've got some shadow. We've got a shadow right there. Oh, my neighbor's dog. I hate the dog. I like dogs, but I hate that dog. I like dogs a lot, but not that dog. Okay. Evidently they're giving the grass cutting guy a hard time. All right, Emmy, I hope this is to your liking. We're starting to get toward the end here. Let's get some of this gray. Start to paint the bumpers in here. Hear that noise? It goes on all the time. It never stops. It just moves from one side of the yard to the other. Ugh. So I'm not trying to color all this in too much. I'm filling it in, but I'm kind of letting the lines that I put in before show through. I want that to be like that. There we go. And of course some of the lines are still wet. We're going to make another wet line right here. Okay, we're getting close. Let's clean this brush. Let's do the windshield. The windshield is straight white. Kind of like the headlights that way. Because it's facing, right into the sun. So let's just kind of brush this in. Then we'll blend the border up to it in a moment. There we go. All right. Getting close, getting close, getting close. I want a little bit of this brown to show through, like that. So just kind of dirty her up a little bit. She's not really dirty, she's just rusty. All right, that looks pretty good. And then the same thing across this part. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're getting close to the final detail stuff. Getting close, getting close, getting close. I need a little bit of not that. All right, let's see. There we go. A little bit of sap green. Just a tiniest bit. And a little bit of this yellow. And I'll mix those on this brush. Just to kind of put, I think I need to be a little more green than that. A little of this green to show through this window right here. There we go. All right. Where's my little bitty brush? Come here, little bitty brush. Now I may have to put some, no, I guess not. There's the steering wheel. Now let's put the windshield wipers back in. All right, some final fine lining. Now some final highlighting on the hood and the roof, and this baby will be done. All right, so let's do that. So now, all right. Now, because of that highlight, I gotta put those darker lines back in there again. We'll do that. Just use a strip liner. Okay. All right. See a little part here, maybe. All right. A little bit of highlight, a little more highlight in a couple of places. I see. Just looking. There we go. And then nope, not dark enough. giving this a little bit of medium, just a touch, to make it stick. Now in script lining, actually you can do this with almost anything. Make the same mistake. What happens sometimes, if you're painting and you start to run out of paint in your brush, and rather than stopping and reloading, you're trying to get just that last little bit out, and so you push down a little harder on the brush, and when you do, it totally dorks up your fine lining. So just be careful with that. All right. So this can't just be any scout. This has to be Little Painter Girl Scout. So let's put her initials on it, shall we? I'm terrible at lettering, so this ought to just be. All right. Okay, that gets this one done. All right, so we're moving on to another one now, but we'll do another video for that.